Give me a thought process video on the new setup we just did, AVNT. This is on the 15-minute time frame. You can see the time here, or at least up here. You can't see that. One moment. There we go. So we have 15-minute here, 15-minute here as well. All right, so my thought process on this, we're in a range. You know, we came all the way up, we came all the way down, and then now the range is getting kind of tight. You know, here's our high, here's our low, and all this is kind of like the middle stuff. Now, we did draw a fib, or rather we drew a fixed range volume profile for this range. We can see the POC, point of control, is right here. This is where a lot of the price action happened at, which also coincides with our anchored VWAP from the high. It's coming down here, and then from the low of this range, well, from the low, the start of this, we have this. So it creates a zone. I like doing this because it creates a zone. You can see that we came up here, we kind of bounced on it a little bit, came down here, bounced off of it, went straight through it, then kind of danced on it, came all the way down to the value area low, started coming up, got rejected right around the area, rejection with the wick, rejection with the kind of bodies, went right through it, but we went to the other one. This is why I like doing the range. Came down, started getting rejected off of here, but eventually broke up, which is good because here, and I was going to try to do this as a quick video, but here it could have done this number and then come down, start doing this number, and then losing its momentum and then coming down. So this is what I was looking for, but instead it came up to our value area high, came back down. I'm looking for a bounce here now. So I'm looking for, if we did a fib retracement, this would have been a really nice area for it to bounce from, come up, do maybe a lower high, get rejected off of our zone, come back down, and then start coming up. However, that didn't happen either. Instead, it came back into this anchored VWAP range, broke below, and you can just see really nice just come down. So because of that, it went to the bottom of this tighter zone or tighter range, as opposed to the very high to the very low. It's concentrated in here. Now it's bouncing up, which is good. I do think that we may go up to the lower band of the anchored VWAP, possibly retrace, which would be a really nice retracement from this initial move or extension leg. Then come up to the top of this. If it continues going this route, more than likely this might be the projection of the anchored VWAP, coming down, breaking above, then coming down and bouncing potentially off of the VWAP. Now granted, the VWAP is going to start curving up, but it takes time. But we have other levels over here that I'm looking at, doing a lower high, a higher low and a higher high, and then eventually breaking out, hitting our first and second target. So this would be, in my opinion, a nice area to enter. So this would be, even though it's at the bottom of the range, it's safer than, you know, us only having one candle. Now, if we go to the 3-minute time frame, we can see where our entry, or the best entry was. Unfortunately, I was doing a bunch of stuff, got away from the office, came back in, and of course I'm watching all this. I stepped out for a few minutes, came back in, and I saw this had already happened. It's like, oh man, I'm waiting for this coming down. So what we're doing is waiting for a break of a high. That's what I've been pretty much doing throughout here, seeing if we find support, and then we break this high, we can enter. Let me draw it out. So coming up, came down, looking for a bounce, great. Looking for this break, that didn't happen. So then I'm looking for the break of this high, that didn't happen. Then, you know, looking for the break of this, but this is a stronger high because all this is just up, down, up, down, up, down. This is boring. But this is a nicer pivot than this. This is a great pivot. Look at this, up and down. So this is what we're looking for. But if we're going to enter, you know, hopefully we can enter on this one. If not, this one is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. This one is okay. Then we're waiting for the breaks of the highs. We can see it came down, up, barely, very weak pivot, extremely weak. Then it starts coming down, kind of goes sideways, beautiful, down, up, down, break. There we go. This is where we would have wanted to enter. I started seeing it right here, and I'm doing all the charting and everything, and I see it go up. Well, actually, I saw it probably right here. This other candle. And as I'm doing all my levels and updating the chart, it's like, oh, it's moving. Let me go ahead and just post it. And then that way you can see what I'm referring to. And then did a video. So it's just more thought process. Now we do have some divergence. If we click in here, we can see green. So I always match the colors together. Green and green, red and red. We have high, higher high. We have high and lower high. So it coming down is absolutely fine. Doesn't mean that it has to right now. It can continue going up until here and then come down, or it could just come down right now, which is perfectly fine because what we're looking for is that pullback and then the break of the pivot. Now, if we do a fib retracement, and always have your magnet tool, from this extension leg, we can look for here to here. And so it's looking like it's going to the 0.5. Now, if it pulls back to the 236, beautiful. And here's the price, 0.6081. If it pulls back to here and then comes up, beautiful. As long as it breaks the newly created pivot. If it does a lower high, that's fine. We're now waiting to see if it's going to break the high pivot or the lower pivot that it's going to possibly create. So this is everything I'm looking at. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see this a little bit clearer in reference to this extension leg. So if you're ever unsure of where to do or what extension leg to look for whenever you're drawing your fibs, whether it's up or down, just zoom out. And it's going to give you a level. Now, if we go to a higher time frame, let me show you something right here. If we go to a higher time frame, well, then we want to use this. What's the difference? And we kind of went over this on, I believe it was yesterday's stream. The golden pocket, 0.5618, 0.5618 is right here. However, if we put on our magnet tool again and we go to here, you see that the level actually increases. So instead of just having this smaller area, it gets a little bit larger. But regardless, what I want to see is I would like to see a bounce potentially here. And if you look, this is where I'm looking at, without even drawing the fib retracement, this is where I'm looking for that bounce due to the price action that we saw. All right, so that's pretty much all I had. I do think, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the VIP chat. If you are looking at coins and you want me to chart it out or to just kind of look at your chart, make sure your thought process is on the chart, then of course, not only myself, but other admins and other traders, because we have some really amazing traders in here, they can also look at it and then give their thought process. They may use other tools and that may give different scenarios or possible outcomes. That's all I got. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you in the next video. Again, if you have any questions, definitely put it in the VIP chat. And if I post this on YouTube, which I doubt, make sure to smash the like, leave me a comment. I do thank you. Take care. Okay, I will put it on YouTube. Smash the like, leave a comment.